Hey, G Plus friends. Hey, YouTube friends. It's Mike Ralph. You know, how you doing today? I'm bored. I'm playing with my phone. That's my slogan. And today, I just want to explain some things that is really on my mind. And the things I want to explain today, what is really on my mind, is the topic of the topic of the subject is speaking to people. Now, I know that. A thing that get me going in the morning is when my wife say, "I love you, good morning, I hope you have a good day at work." That's what my wife Nikita does. Now, I went to a Dunkin' Donuts one day. I go to the same Dunkin' Donuts all the time on 71st and Ashland, and I know everybody in there. I speak to them first all the time. But the problem is I got with the employees at Dunkin' Donuts is that I speak to them all the time. So one day I came in Dunkin' Donuts, and one of the employees that is a lady was like, "Hey, good morning, how you doing?" So I ignored her because every time I come up in Dunkin' Donuts, I speak to everybody. And it's like, why do I have to speak to somebody first every morning that I come into Dunkin' Donuts? They all know me. Why can't they just say, "Michael, how you doing? Good morning. May I take your order?" So they was like, this lady was like, that was taking my order, "Good morning," and I didn't speak. And she said, "What are you having to eat today?" I said, "Well, I'm having my usual 2 bacon, egg, and cheese wraps and a large coffee." And she was like, "Nigga, I know you're going to speak to me." And I was like, "I'm not speaking." And she was like, "Why?" I said, "Because I speak first to everybody at Dunkin' Donuts all the time. And I would appreciate if somebody speak to me first sometime, instead of me coming to speaking all the time." Now, I figure, if I have to speak to you first all the time, that's a problem for me, because I'm either dropping off a patient at a hospital that is sick, and I know that the medical staff know me there. I know that the janitors know me there. I know that the CNAs know me there. And if I got to speak to you first all the time, I have a problem with that. Why can't you say good morning to me sometime first? And I will say good morning too. Now, I'm not going to keep saying good morning to people because, I'm not going to keep on saying good morning to people all the time that don't speak to me and say good morning first. I'm not going to do that. That's been a rule of mine since I was a little boy. If I say, "Hey, what's up, man? Good morning. How you doing, man? What's up?" And you don't say it back to me after I said good morning to you 3 times, after I said good morning to you 3 times, and you don't say it back to me, I'm not going to say good morning to you no more. I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to act like you don't exist. Because I figured, why do I have to speak to you first all the time? You know my name, number one. You know me. I go to church every day. I sit next to you at Bible study. Hey guy, why do I got to speak to you all the time first? Why not just say, "Hey, Mike Ruff, how you doing today?" So, I just don't speak. Like hospitals I go to, I drop off patients at the hospital that's sick. I speak to the whole nursing staff. Guys and the women that work there. And it's like, why do I waste my time speaking to them first all the time? Why can't they speak to me first? Why can't they acknowledge that? That I need to be spoken to first sometime? Why not say, "Hey, how you doing?" instead of me saying, "Hey, how you doing today?" Why do that? And that's just a rule, man. If I say good morning to you 3 times, I expect when I come into your presence again that you say good morning to me. And I think that's fair. I think that's really fair. And if you don't say good morning to me, I'm not going to speak to you. I'm not going to come I'm not going to come in your presence every day and speak to you first. That's not going to happen. It's going to be a day that you need to say, hey, Mike Ruff, how you doing today? How's your day going? Good morning. How you doing? I'm not gonna just, waste my time speaking to you first all the time. Take the time to say, speak to me first. If I take the time to speak to you all the time, every time I come in your presence, it should be one time that you speak to me first. I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to get your damn phone number. I love my wife, Nikita. That is all. I just want you to just acknowledge me one time and say good morning when I come into your presence. And that goes for a guy too as well. I always give you some dap. I shake your hand. Why can't you speak to me first and give me some dap and shake my hand? That's all I'm saying. That's manners, That's manners, okay? I just got off work. I'm happy because I'm off. I'll be off for a week. And guess what? I'm off the day that it's going to be really cold as hell in Chicago. It's going to be minus 13 degrees. And I'm going to say this. I'm glad than a motherfucker that I'm going to be off of work and be in my damn house and don't have to come out to work. I don't even want to come out at all when it's that goddamn cold. I'm just saying it right now. I don't want to come out of my house at all when it's that cold. And a third thing I want to speak about. Everybody is saying in Chicago, why did the Bears give Cutler a 7-year deal? Now, I agree that the deal should have been less than 7 years. It should have been like 5 years. But let's look at it this way, Chicago Bears fans like me. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. You two friends, I know y'all Chicago Bears fans. G Plus friends, I know y'all Chicago Bears fans. But let's look at it this way. Jay Cutler is a decent, mediocre quarterback. And guess what? In the draft, you're not getting great talent at the quarterback position in the draft. So the Bears did the smart thing by signing Jay Cutler to a deal because they know that the draft, that the college draft of getting a QB is looking like shit these days. That boy from Florida State, he don't impress me. That boy AJ Merrill from Alabama, that quarterback, he don't impress me. Johnny Football, he don't impress me because all three of these quarterbacks that I just named are cocky. They're not going to last long in the NFL. But the talent of Jay Cutler will be all good in the NFL. But the football players that I just mentioned that will be in this year's draft, they ain't shit in my book. I'm just going to say it. I don't think they have the talent to last in the NFL. I think the best QB draft in the NFL was when the Indianapolis Colts decided to draft Andrew Luck. That quarterback has skill. The best thing that the Seahawks did in the draft was sign Russell Wilson to a deal. That QB for the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson has skill. That's what you need in the NFL. Skill. I don't give a damn how good you can throw the ball. I don't give a damn how good you can get the first down. Can you scramble? What I like about a quarterback is three things. When it's a blitz and there is a guy that's trying to tackle him, I like when a quarterback can dodge the tackle, throw the football, and get a first down. Now that's what Russell Wilson and Andrew Luck can do. The same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Bears showed him a blitz. he can actually dodge 2 or 3 tackles and throw a first down. Cutler can't do that. But the reason why Bears signed Jay Cutler is because there's no other good talent out there. Now, do I agree with the Bears? They should have gave him a 7-year deal? Hell no, I don't agree with that shit. But they needed to sign a QB. They needed to keep a decent QB, so they decided to keep Cutler. I'm off of my soapbox. Love, peace, and hair grease. I'm finna start my damn week off and enjoy my motherfucking self. Peace.